Hey, I'm Alvin Blankenship, and this is my networking video. Before we get started, I just had my wisdom teeth pulled, so my face is a little swollen and it's kind of hard for me to talk, and I just wanted to get that out there. The person that I chose to interview for this video, his name is Steve Birch, and he's actually retired now, but he used to be the head investigator of the Criminal Justice Department for the Boise Police Department. And so I wanted to interview him because I've always been interested in law enforcement, and I thought it'd be really cool to get to learn more about what it takes to be in law enforcement and if it's something I'd want to pursue. And how I got to talk to him, he's actually my neighbor, and so it was pretty easy for me to give him a call and say, hey, is there any time that I can come over and ask you a couple questions about your career and if I would like to get involved in it. And he said, yeah, sure, and he was happy to let me come over and talk to him and give him a couple questions. And so here are the couple of the questions that I asked him. I asked, why did you become an investigator? Why did you do it? And he said, I wanted to do something that was interesting to me, but I also wanted to do something that would help the people I live around. Another question was, how did you get started? And he said one of his friends that was already a police officer introduced him to it and got him involved. Another question was, I asked him if he regretted anything from being in law enforcement. He said, the only thing that I kind of regret was it was kind of hard on my family, but nothing that was unbearable. And I asked him, what age did you get started? He said, I was just about 24 years old when I got started in this career. And I asked him how long he did it, and he said he was just about to his 40th year when he retired. So he did it for a really long time. And then another question was, what was your favorite part about being in law enforcement? And he said definitely probably the adrenaline rush and the exciting things that he got to experience while he was there. But his overall favorite thing was helping his community and knowing that he made a difference in the world. Another question that I asked him is, did you enjoy the people that you worked with? And he says, yes, that was one of my favorite things about it because I got to work with really cool people and they were really trustworthy and I always put my life in their hands. So yes, I like the people that I worked with. For me personally, doing this assignment, I thought it was really cool. I was excited for it. I got to learn more about my neighbor, connect with him, and be able to be more networking out there. And I enjoyed learning a lot more about the police department because I've always been interested in law enforcement, and so I was really excited to learn more about the logistics and what it actually takes to be in law enforcement. And I learned a lot about police. I learned a lot about my neighbor and his career, and so it taught me a lot about him and also about something I'm interested in. So it was a really good experience for both parts of that. And based on what I've learned, I'm going to show a lot more respect for police officers, that's for sure, because there's a lot more that they go through than I ever knew about. And I'm definitely going to look more into becoming a police officer because I definitely think it could be a career for me or something along those lines in law enforcement. And so I definitely enjoyed this assignment and it was definitely really good for me.